distinguished ministers, distinguished ambassadors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to pass my deepest gratitude for your presence here in Djibouti to share our joy in this very memorable day. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the overall objective of the interconnection project is to improve access to electricity in the regional countries through increased cross-border sharing of energy and power resources. This project will improve the system stability, security of supply, and compliance with international operation standards, and further will lower the cost of power supply and create a power exchange market among the countries. The Ethio-Djibouti Power Interconnection Project reflects the mutual advantage that could come out of the joint utilization of resources such as Ethiopia's hydropower renewable potential. Ethiopia is a founding member of the East African Power Pool by the commitment of the government and the Nile Basin Initiative. So far, Ethiopia is playing an active role in the strategic regional link sought between the power sectors by hosting the East African Power Pool Secretariat in the Eastern Nile Technical Regional Office of the Nile Basin Initiative, which is composed of 11 countries. On today's occasion, Ethiopia and Djibouti governments demonstrate their leadership by being the first countries in realizing this noble objective, thanks to our strong development partner, African Development Bank. Distinguished leaders, distinguished guests, the Ethiopia-Djibouti Power Interconnection project comprises of 283 kilometers, 230 kV transmission line, that is 230 kilometers in Ethiopia and 80 kilometers in Djibouti, between the radar substation in Ethiopia and the Adigala to PK12 substation in Djibouti, which consume a total cost of about 1.5 billion birrs, out of which about 85 million is Ethiopian share, the rest about 600 million is Djibouti component. 80% of the total project cost is a foreign component and the rest 20% by the two countries' government commitments. Besides, this project takes 2 years of construction, including electrifying 12 intermediate towns and villages in Ethiopia, and about 81 kilometers of 663 kV overhead line, 9 kilometers of 63 kV underground cable, and substations at Alisabe in Djibouti. In addition to the contractors who are engaged, European and North America, Canada contractors, IFCO has played a role of conducting the feasibility study, surveying, preliminary design, bid preparation, evaluation, commissioning, and overall project coordination for both countries, with the strong commitment and cooperation of NNA, Ministry of Energy of Djibouti, and the Djibouti people at large. On the other hand, there was a knowledge in the skill transfer through the project process, also formal clustering in consultants. Both countries have benefited through hundreds of job opportunities through the project lifetime. The interconnection is the first power interconnection line in the region, equipped with optic ground wires for ICT purpose broadband secured highway communication. The power purchase agreement, which governs the power sales for 25 years and the tariff to be updated every year, is finalized in March 2011 with strong support of the two leaders. So we appreciate His Excellency the President of Djibouti Republic and His Excellency Prime Minister Meles Zenawi for their strong support. The operation and maintenance agreement is signed between the two countries for further smoothing of the operation lifetime. Since the operation process started in May 27, 2011, for the past 4 months, a peak load of 50 megawatts and an average monthly consumption of 25 million kilowatt hours, which covers about 65% of Djibouti's current demand, are being delivered till this power. The second phase of the Bokad Redwa double circuit 230 kilovolt, 350 kilometer transmission line, which is also financed with our strong development partner ADB, is signed last month in Addis Ababa to be commissioned harmoniously with delay-free completion by September 2013. By then, it will give security to supply a triple or quadruple times of the current demand of Djibouti. This means long-term confidence for our bilateral energy alliance. Finally, this interconnection we inaugurated today may strengthen the relationship of the two countries, both in economic and political point of view. I can assure you that IFCO will deliver power to you in efficient and consistent basis, for this corporation is always on improvement process by the government-focused transformation package. I thank once again the government of both countries, the Minister of Energy of both countries, EDD, a strong commitment and support throughout the process, the country representative of ADD in Djibouti and Ethiopia, and the contractors and the consultants. Finally, let me be privileged to say a few words in praise. Son Excellence President, the President of the Federal Democratic Republic of Djibouti, Son Excellence Premier Mendes Zenawi, le Premier Ministre de la Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopie. Je vais parler quelque chose encore pour les questions de la radio et télévision de Djibouti. Toujours, pendant 5 années, il a déjà demandé où est l'électricité de l'Éthiopie. Nous déjà répondu l'année prochaine, nous allons tirer le sujet. Où est l'électricité de l'Éthiopie? L'année prochaine, nous allons enseigner avec la Banque de développement. La troisième année, où est l'électricité de l'Éthiopie? Nous allons commencer la construction. Une année dernière, il a déjà demandé où est l'électricité de l'Éthiopie. Après 5 mois, après 4 mois, après 1 mois, après 1 semaine, après 1 jour, aujourd'hui, il y a l'électricité de l'Éthiopie. Chaque maison, chaque ville, et chaque hôpital, la porte, toute la vie de Djibouti a bénéficié de l'élection de l'Éthiopie. Merci beaucoup.
Les deux ministres en charge de l'énergie et de l'eau. Nous appelons à la tribune d'abord en premier le docteur Fouad Ahmed Aye, ministre djiboutien de l'énergie et de l'eau en charge des ressources naturelles.
And now, speech of His Excellency Mr. Fouad Ahmed Aye, Minister of Energy and Water in charge of natural resources.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Excellence, Monsieur le Président de la République de Djibouti, Excellence, Monsieur le Premier ministre de la République fédérale d'Éthiopie, Excellence, Monsieur le Premier ministre de la République de Djibouti, Excellence, Monsieur le Président de l'Assemblée nationale, Excellence, Madame la Première Dame, Monsieur le représentant de la Banque africaine de développement, Excellence, Mesdames et Messieurs les ministres, Mesdames et Messieurs les députés, Excellences, Messieurs les ambassadeurs et membres du corps diplomatique, Mesdames et Messieurs les représentants des institutions et organisations internationales, Messieurs les représentants des corps constitués, civils, militaires et religieux, Mesdames et Messieurs, honorables invités, il est un fait irréfutable.
Good morning to you all. The Ethio-Djibouti Power Transmission Project is officially being inaugurated today. And you're watching the live transmission coming in connection with the inauguration celebration ceremony coming from Djibouti. A high-level delegation from the government and the Ethiopian Electric Power Corporation has traveled to Djibouti to sign the agreement that will make electricity export to Djibouti operating on a trial basis for the past few months, official and binding. This will mark the first concrete step by the government, by the Ethiopian government, toward plans for exporting electric power to its neighboring countries, including Kenya and Sudan. Ethiopia has been exporting electricity to Djibouti since the end of May, gaining 1.3 to 1.5 million US dollars per month. And the live transmission from Djibouti continues, and my colleague Sleshi Demsel will brief us more about the event from there. Stay with us.
permettez-moi d'évoquer ici ce que la nature a donné à l'Éthiopie, un immense potentiel hydraulique qu'elle a bien voulu partager avec son voisin et pays frère, la République de Djibouti. Monsieur le Président de la République, cette initiative n'aurait pas vu le jour sans votre détermination. Je tiens également à souligner l'apport financier et technique de la Banque africaine de développement. Monsieur le représentant de la Banque africaine de développement, permettez-moi de vous adresser également ma gratitude et celle de la nation pour votre inestimable soutien. Je tiens également à remercier EFCO et EDD pour leur travail remarquable sur le terrain. Soyez assurés, vous tous, membres et personnels de l'EDD, de la gratitude de la nation et de vos compatriotes. Vous avez réalisé ici le vœu du président de la République de Djibouti, après celle historique du chemin de fer. Voici la plus grande réalisation en République de Djibouti, l'interconnexion électrique entre nos deux pays. Honorable invité, la mise en commun des ressources entre nos deux pays va permettre le développement économique de chacun de nos deux pays. Pour ce qui est de la République de Djibouti, ce grand projet va servir de levier pour le développement économique de la République de Djibouti.
ጤና ይስጥልኝ የተከበራችሁ ተመልካቾቻችን በድጋሚ እንደምናርፍዳችኋል። ይህ የኢትዮጵያ ሬዲዮና ቴሌቪዥን ድርጅት ጅቡቲ የሚገኘው የጊዜያዊ ስቱዲዮ ነው። የኢትዮ ጅቡቲ የኃይል ማስተላለፊያ መስመር የምረቃ ስነ ስርዓትን በተመለከተ ማለት ነው። በአሁኑ ወቅት ንግግር እያደረጉ የሚገኙት የጅቡቲ የውሃና ኢነርጂ ሚኒስትር ናቸው። ግን ከሳቸው ቀደም ብሎ የነበሩ የኢትዮጵያና የጅቡቲ የኃይል ማመንጫ ወይም ደግሞ የኤሌክትሪክ ኃይል ኃላፊዎች ምን እንዳሉ ያለውን ነገር አቀርብላችኋለሁ። በመጀመሪያ የአቶ ምረት ደበበ የኢትዮጵያ ኤሌክትሪክ ኃይል ኮርፖሬሽን ዋና ስራ አስፈጻሚ እሳቸው ባደረጉት ንግግር በዓለም አቀፍ ደረጃ እንግዲህ የኢትዮ ጅቡቲ የኃይል መስመር በዓለም አቀፍ ደረጃ ጥራቱን ጠብቆ የተሰራ እንዲሆን ለማድረግ ከፍተኛ የሆነ ጥረት መደረጉን ያስቀምጡት። ከዛ በተጨማሪ ደግሞ ፕሮጀክቱ የጋራ ተጠቃሚነትን የሚያሳይ ነው። በዚህ ረገድ ደግሞ ኢትዮጵያ ግንባር ቀደም ሚና እንዴት እየተጫወተች እንደሆነ በምስራቅ አፍሪካ ሀገራት የ11 ሀገራት ስብስብ የሆነውን የምስራቅ አፍሪካ ፓወርፉል ተብሎ የሚጠራውን ቡድን ያደረገ ያለውን እንቅስቃሴ በተመለከተ ያብራሩበት ሁኔታ አለ። ከዛ በተጨማሪ ደግሞ በዚህ ረገድ ኢትዮጵያ በዚህ ረገድ ኢትዮጵያ ግንባር ቀደም ሚና እየተጫወተች እንደሆነ ያነሱት ነገር አለ። ስለዚህ አጠቃላይ የፕሮጀክቱን ሁኔታና ግንባታ በተመለከተ ወደ 283 ኪሎ ሜትር ርዝመት እንዳለው ይሄንን ደግሞ በተመለከተ በኢትዮጵያና በጅቡቲ ባለሙያዎች መካከል በሂደት የእውቀት ሽግግር እና የስራ ዕድል የተፈጠረበት እንደሆነ ያስቀመጡት ነገር አለ። ስለዚህ ከዚህ በተጨማሪ ደግሞ የእውቀት ሽግግር ከመደረጉና የስራ ዕድል ከመፍጠሩ በላይ ደግሞ የረጅም ጊዜ የኃይል አቅርቦትን አስተማማኝ ለማድረግ የ25 ዓመታት ስምምነት መፈረሙን ደግሞ ባለፈው ዓመት አጋማሽ አካባቢ ይሄ ሁኔታ መሪዎች ያደረጉትን ጥረት በተመለከተ ምስጋናቸውን አቅርበዋል። ካሁን በኋላም እስካሁን የተፈረመውን ስምምነትና ወደ ተግባርም ደግሞ በሚቀጥሉት ዓመታት ውስጥ የላቀ ስራ ለማቅረብ ወይም ደግሞ የኃይል አቅርቦት ለማዳረስ የኃይል ኮርፖሬሽኑ ስራውን በብቃት እንደሚያከናውን ተናግረዋል። ከዛ በተጨማሪ ደግሞ እንዲሁም የጅቡቲ አቻቸው ባደረጉት ንግግር ድጃኔ አሊ ጉሌ ማለት ነው የጅቡቲ ኤሌክትሪክ ኃይል የስራ ኃላፊ እሳቸው መጀመሪያ ጥናቱ ሲካሄድ የነበሩት ሁኔታ በማስተዋወስ ነው ንግግራቸውን የጀመሩት። ባለፉት 10 ዓመታት ውስጥ ጥናቱ ሲካሄድ የዚህ ፕሮጀክት ማለት ነበረ ለብዙዎቻችን ህልም ይመስል ነበረ። ነገር ግን ይሄ ሁኔታ ወደ ተግባር ተለውጦ ውጤታማ እንደሚሆን በእርግጠኛ የነበሩት የሀገሪቱ ፕሬዝዳንት ኦማር ጊሌ ናቸው ብለው በጅቡቲ በኩል የነበረውን ሀሳብ አንጸባርቀዋል። እንደገናም ደግሞ ይሄ ፕሮጀክቱ በአጠቃላይ የሁለቱ ሀገራትን የላቀ ግንኙነት ምሳሌ ነው በሚል ነው የጠሩት። በዚህ ደረጃ በጋራ ጥቅም ላይ የተመሰረተው ግንኙነታችን የሁለታችን ኩባንያዎች ማለትም የኢትዮጵያ ኤሌክትሪክ ኃይል ኮርፖሬሽንና የጅቡቲውን አቻውን ኩባንያ የጅቡቲ ኤሌክትሪክ ኃይል ኮርፖሬሽን ማለት ነው ስራቸውን ውጤታማ በሆነ መልኩ ለመጨረስ እንዳስቻለ በጋራ ጥቅም ላይ የተመሰረተው ግንኙነት ማለት ነው እየገለጹ አለ። ከዛ በተጨማሪ እሳቸው ዝርዝር ነገሮችን አስቀምጠዋል። ይሄ ፕሮጀክት እንዴት እንደተከናወነ ከአፍሪካ ልማት ባንክ የተገኘው ብድር በኢትዮጵያ በኩል ምን ያህል እንደተሸፈነ እንደዚሁም በጅቡቲ በኩል ደግሞ የነበረውን ሁኔታ አብራርተዋል። ወደ መጨረሻ አካባቢ በንግግራቸው ላይ እንዳስቀምጡት እስካሁን ድረስ ማለትም ባለፈው ግንቦት ፕሮጀክቱ ከጀመረ ወዲህ ባለው ሂደት ውስጥ ወደ 130 ሚሊዮን ኪሎዋት ለማድረስ የተያዘውን እቅድ ከዚህ ውስጥ ወደ 85 ሚሊዮን ኪሎዋት የሚሆነው አገልግሎት ላይ ማሉ ወይንም ደግሞ በዚህ መጠን የሚጠቀስ የኤሌክትሪክ ኃይል ለጅቡቲ እየደረሰ እንደሆነ ተናግረዋል። ይህም ማለት በአጠቃላይ 85 ሚሊዮን ኪሎዋት አወሩ ማለት ነው 33 በመቶ የሚሆነውን የሀገሪቱን የኃይል ሽፋን ማለትም በ2011 ያለውን እንደሸፈነ ነው የተናገሩት። ስለዚህ ወደፊት ደግሞ አሁንም ይህንን ፕሮጀክት የበለጠ ውጤታማ ለማድረግ የሚደረጉ ሂደቶችና ስምምነቶችን በተሻለ መልኩ ለመፈጸም በሁለቱ መንግስታት በኩል ያለው ኮሚትመንት ወይንም ደግሞ ቁርጠኝነት ተጠናክሮ መቀጠል እንደሚኖርበት ነው የተናገሩት። አሁን ንግግር እያደረጉ ያሉት የውሃና ኢነርጂ ሚኒስትሩ አቶ አለማየሁ ተገኑ ናቸው። ወደ እሳቸው ልምራችሁ።
The fact that the two countries have conceived this project idea and carried out through its development and commissioning is a testimony to this strong and growing ties of the two nations, which is based on the mutual respect and the mutual benefit. It is my conviction that this will to continue through and beyond this project. In regard to cooperation by the two sisterly countries in the areas of power projects, the project makes only the beginning, because we know for sure our economies in both sides of our border promise huge immediate and potential demand for power. In our continuing efforts to develop our renewable energy base, such as hydropower, geothermal, wind, consisting of well over 45,000 megawatts, we believe we have enough to supply to our region. Honorable President, Honorable Prime Minister, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, over the coming 4 years, we are committed to develop additional 8,000 megawatt power generating capacity. A good part of this capacity is already under construction. We are confident of achieving this goal. We are also confident of playing an increasingly significant role in our region's export market in the near future, while also providing a guaranteed supply to the domestic market. Since energy is a lifeline of our economies, we need to seriously consider and work to ensure the safety and operational efficiency of the network and efficiency in the utilization of the resource itself, with a view to maximizing the project benefit. Of particular interest in disposing the operational efficiency of the network, among others, include mutual understanding of the objective and the dynamic environment under which the network operates in both sides of the border, and the consistent commitment obligation by either party. This would complete the benefit and the benefit the network would bring about to two people. As I close, I extend my sincere and heartfelt appreciation to the people and the government of Djibouti, to the people of Ethiopia, to different government departments in the two countries, to the power companies and the project offices in the two respective countries, to the consultants, to the financer ADB, to the contractors, and to all those who labored hard to bring this project into reality. To all those who braved all the challenges and the testing times that the project has brought about in the course of its development, I would say to you all, congratulations, enjoy CO2 free. Thank you so much.
Merci, Monsieur le ministre. Nous donnons la parole maintenant à Monsieur Steve Kayi Mugerawa, représentant de la Banque africaine de développement. Banque africaine de développement sans qui ces projets. Donc je vous le disais tout à l'heure. Merci.
Now, the speech of Mr. Steve Kayi Mugerawa.
I'm pleased to begin by saying Assalamu alaikum to you. Your Excellency, President Ismail Omar Guelleh of the Republic of Djibouti, Your Excellency, Meles Zenawi of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Your Excellency, Minister of Djibouti, Your Excellency, President of the National Assembly, the First Lady, Republic of Djibouti, Dr. Fouad Ahmed, Minister of Energy, Water and Natural Resources of the Republic of Djibouti, Mr. Alemayoku Tegene, Minister of Water and Energy of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Ministers, Excellencies here gathered, the Chief Executives of the two power utilities that have been so important to bring this project together, ladies and gentlemen. It is my distinct pleasure, and indeed it's my great honor, on behalf of the African Development Bank, and also on behalf of my delegation of up to 5 people, including the head of the Energy Department, I would like to thank you so much for inviting us, and I do bring apologies, sincere apologies, for the President of the bank, President Donald Kabelka. He sincerely apologizes for not being here today at this wonderful event. We shall go back and report to him about the pomp and ceremony of this event and its importance. You know very well that he has followed this project from its beginning and wishes all of you very well. Now, many years ago, when the project started, it was not apparent that it would be implemented with this kind of success. In fact, in our experience, multinational projects are very difficult to bring to closure. That's why 6 years later, today, this project has become a good testament of what can be achieved with strong political will and also visionary leadership that has been demonstrated by the governments of Djibouti as well as the Republic of Ethiopia. The interconnection project is strategic, of very strategic importance to Ethiopia, to Djibouti, as well as to the bank, in the following ways. For the Republic of Djibouti, this is the least cost option for addressing its energy constraints. It will improve the cost of doing business in this country, while at the same time bringing reliable power, also clean power. For Ethiopia, it will generate additional resources that would further support the government's program for universal electrification access program. For the bank, the project is aligned with our strategy for economic integration of the region, which emphasizes infrastructure, trade, and public sector development. So, the project is very well linked regionally as well. You've heard from the Minister of Ethiopia telling us that there is going to be a whole set of projects in the region that will link up the lesser region in East Africa and further beyond. So we are very, very proud as a bank to be part of this process. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, I would like to conclude by saying the following. We would like, as the African Development Bank, to congratulate once again the government and the people of Ethiopia and Djibouti for achieving this very important milestone. It's so important that we threw away a bit. This very important milestone. The project provides a platform for economic growth. It provides a transformational transform for strengthening cooperation between the two countries. But it's also going to be a basis for peace and self-reliance in the region in affairs of power. It's going to be the basis on which a lot of other activities can be done. I'm hoping, therefore, that will also be the basis for improving the quality and welfare of the people of this region. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Allez. Merci, monsieur le représentant de la Banque africaine de développement. À présent, je vous demande de réserver un accueil chaleureux au Premier ministre et son Excellence monsieur Meles Zenawi, Premier ministre de la République fédérale d'Éthiopie, qui va prononcer son discours. Je vous demande de l'accueillir chaleureusement.
We would like to highly invite His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, His Excellency Meles Zenawi.
Your Excellency Ismail Margelle, President of the Republic of Djibouti, Your Excellency Daleta Mohammed Daleta, Prime Minister of the Republic of Djibouti, Your Excellency Mr. Idris Arnold, President of the National Assembly of Djibouti, my sister Khadra, First Lady of Djibouti, Representative of the African Development Bank, Ministers, distinguished ladies and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As we embark on yet another milestone in the process of regional integration through the inauguration of the Power Interconnector today, I wish to thank everyone involved for their support. I wish to in particular thank my brother President Gelle for his vision and steadfast commitment to regional economic integration in general and economic integration between our two countries in particular. Thanks to the vision and dedication of the President and the government and people of our two countries, we now have extensive infrastructural linkage between Ethiopia and Djibouti. In addition to the traditional railway link, we have tarmac roads connecting our countries, and we plan to do more in that regard. We have optic fiber and microwave connection, telecommunication connection between the two countries, and through undersea cables with the rest of the world. We have trade and investment arrangements that would make our two countries virtual free trade areas. We now have the electricity grid connection, and we have agreed to build two new and modern railway lines connecting the port of Djibouti and the soon-to-be built port of Zajura with Ethiopia. Well, I would be the first to admit that a lot remains to be done to promote cooperation and intensify economic integration between the brotherly peoples of our two countries. I think we can be proud of what we have achieved so far and what we plan to do. We are today inaugurating yet another bond of brotherhood between our peoples as we celebrate the completion of the Power Interconnector project. Although Ethiopia does not currently have much by way of surplus electric power to sell to its neighbors, it has nevertheless decided to launch the interconnector today because of the special bond that exists between our two countries. At the same time, Ethiopia has decided to carry out massive investment in its huge potential in the renewable energy sector. And soon it will have enough not only for itself and its special friend Djibouti, but also for other countries in the region. We are more than ever convinced that we in the region swim or sink together. We are determined to make sure that we swim together rather than sink together. That requires to integrate our economies and make the best of each other's potential. This in turn requires that we intensify infrastructural links as the first step in regional integration. Ethiopia already brought telecommunication and power grid linkage of first-rate quality. Soon this will be enforced by first-rate rail connection with Djibouti. I think what Djibouti and Ethiopia have done in this regard can be an example for all countries in our region and beyond. I want to assure our Djiboutian brothers that we are totally committed to further intensify our economic cooperation with our brothers and sisters in Djibouti. Allow me to conclude by once again thanking our gracious host and dear brother President Gelle and the people and government of Djibouti for their hospitality. I thank you.
Merci, Excellence, Monsieur le Premier ministre de la République fédérale d'Éthiopie. Nous clôturons cette série des discours par le discours attendu de Son Excellence, Monsieur le Président de la République de Djibouti, Ismaïl Omar Guelleh, à qui je vous demande d'accueillir chaleureusement lui aussi parce qu'il a concrétisé un rêve de toute une nation aujourd'hui.
We're closing the speech today by the speech of his Mr. Ismail.
Honorables invités, mesdames et messieurs, au nom du peuple djiboutien et à mon nom propre, je voudrais tout d'abord vous dire le grand plaisir que j'ai à vous recevoir à Djibouti et vous exprimer, ainsi qu'à la délégation qui vous accompagne, mes souhaits de chaleureuse bienvenue. Je vous remercie d'avoir répondu si nombreux à notre invitation. Votre présence illustre la qualité des liens séculaires, d'amitié et de fraternité qui unissent nos deux peuples. Ainsi, cet événement qui nous réunit aujourd'hui est à plus d'un titre mémorable, tant par la charge symbolique qu'il comporte que par les perspectives heureuses de développement qu'il ouvre à nos deux pays frères. Comme vous le savez, nos deux nations ont longtemps caressé ce projet d'interconnexion qui incarne encore plus aujourd'hui qu'hier une promesse de croissance et d'avancée socio-économique pour nos populations. Le contexte économique dans lequel nous évoluons et les défis auxquels nous faisons face au quotidien font qu'il n'est d'autre choix possible que la mutualisation de nos efforts et de nos ressources pour trouver des solutions de développement pérennes. Il est possible pour nous de surmonter les contraintes structurelles propres à chacun de nos pays en tirant parti de la complémentarité de nos potentialités. C'est pourquoi il est important de prendre la pleine mesure des enjeux de l'intégration régionale. Cette intégration régionale, on en parle beaucoup, mais c'est une chose à laquelle nous devons avant tout croire. C'est une vision, une construction, des partenariats et des équilibres qui prennent du temps à se mettre en place, comme en témoigne ce projet qui a mis plusieurs décennies avant de se concrétiser. Il est heureux qu'aujourd'hui, malgré tous les obstacles que nous avons pu rencontrer, tant sur la partie du montage financier que sur les questions d'ordre technique, nous ayons réussi à le faire aboutir. Il y a lieu de saluer la volonté, le degré de compréhension et les efforts sans relâche qui ont prévalu de part et d'autre. Je tiens en particulier à rendre un hommage appuyé à mon frère Meles Zenawi pour sa contribution personnelle et son soutien actif et constant. Aux équipes d'EPCO et de l'EDD, je renouvelle mes félicitations. Je profite de l'occasion qui m'est donnée pour les encourager à veiller à la qualité de ce partenariat qu'ils ont su nouer. De la même manière, je les exhorte à préserver ces infrastructures qui désormais font partie du patrimoine commun à nos deux pays. Je forme le vœu que ce projet qui réunit tous les impératifs d'une intégration réussie dont la mise en place d'infrastructures structurantes, la production commune, le commerce transfrontalier et enfin la coopération politique au plus haut niveau ne soit que le premier d'une longue série de réalisations communes. Mesdames et messieurs, les attentes des part et d'autre de la frontière sont grandes. Les besoins sont immenses, mais le potentiel est là. C'est pourquoi nous comptons élargir notre coopération avec l'Éthiopie à d'autres secteurs stratégiques. Je pense notamment à deux grandes problématiques qu'il nous faut résoudre de manière urgente. Celle du désenclavement de nos régions à travers la mise en place d'axes ferroviaires et routiers pour l'accroissement du volume des échanges commerciaux, mais aussi celle de l'accès à l'eau qui représente une réelle contrainte pour l'ensemble de nos populations. Dans ce cadre, je peux citer entre autres la construction de la nouvelle ligne de chemin de fer qui reliera l'Éthiopie au nouveau port de Tadjoura et la rénovation de la ligne Djibouti-Addis Abeba qui interviendra très prochainement. La consécration de tous ces efforts, la finalité de ce partenariat stratégique, c'est l'impact et le changement positif que cela engendrera sur le quotidien de nos concitoyens. En l'occurrence, ici, il s'agit d'atténuer de manière significative le coût de la facture énergétique qui pèse tant sur la compétitivité de nos économies que sur le niveau de vie de nos ménages. Nos efforts sont amenés à se poursuivre, mais ils devront surtout converger pour créer les conditions optimales de la croissance commune et à l'heure où notre continent et plus particulièrement notre région connaît un renouveau économique, il est crucial pour nous de capitaliser sur cette embellie en mettant en place les principaux instruments d'une intégration solide, définitive et irréversible. እንኳን ደህና መጣችሁ። ለአዲሱ ዓመት እንኳን አብሮን አደረሰን።
Merci.